What is today's Nama? Uh,
Guruji, Charachara Jagannatha.
Charachara Jagannatha. Wonderful. Charachara Jagannatha. Oh, what a beautiful name. Charachara. Chara is which and the advocate knows that. Chara and Sthira. Movable and immovable properties. When we submit our assets liabilities, we say this is our movable property, it is immovable property. So Chara is movable. Chara is immovable. In other words, it is the Jiva and Jada. Jada doesn't move. Jiva moves. Charachara. Jagannatha. She is the Lord of both sentient, insentient, Jada and Jiva. That is the literal meaning of Charachara, Jagannatha. The universe, there are movable and non-movable things. Plants, trees, birds, animals, humans, water, insects. Yes. Experience some form of movement, right? But stones, hills, mountains, they don't move naturally. Chara refers to those which move, and Achara refers to those which do not move. The entire universe, Jagat, is filled with both movable and non-movable objects. But Srimata is the ruler of Natha. Natha is the ruler of the universe. Natha, if it is split into Na and Atha, Na is, Na Guru Radhikam. There's nothing higher than Guru. Same way, Na, Atha, Na, Atha. Na is nothing, Atha above it. So, Jagannatha, Charachara Jagannatha, she is the Lord of this Jagattu and none above that. Nothing above Srimata, the ruler of the universe. So she is Jagat Natha, Jagannatha. Jagat also means space. Srimata is in every space. Anurenu Tunakashcha. Everywhere. Space or Jagat. Whether it moves or not, space does not move at all and is ever constant, regardless of the object that occupies it. The dimensions of space stay the same. Yes. For that also, Jagannatha. The moon and the earth move, but they have their own axis. An axis is constant. They move, but the axis is constant. You know the moon revolves around the earth moves around the sun, and the earth also moves on its own axis. But each axis is unchangeable and constant and achara. Also, I'm giving the other dimension of charachara. There are objects moving in the universe. Moving where? In achara, which are not changed, the axis. The moving and non-moving elements of the entire universe is ruled by Srimata. The individual human being is Chara. Yes, is moving. Is it not so? But the soul is Achara. Hope I am sending the message very clear and loud. Like moon and earth moves, but their axis is not changing. That is Achara, right? Similarly, the individual human being is Chara, whereas the soul within him is Achara. So the Srimata should be understood as the commander of all. So meditating upon her, one can realize the supreme universe. Charachara Jagannatha, oh, Amma, please bless us. To understand your power to rule this universe, the ruler of movable and unmovable creation of this universe, ruler of an individual human, and the ruler of the soul within. Please bless us. Om Charachara Jagannathaya Namaha. It is where how she rules and where she resides. What is her abode? Chakraraja Niketana. Chakra is the wheel, circular wheel. Raja is king. Niketana dwells. He dwells in the chakra, which is the king. The king of all chakras is Chakraraja, the king of wheel. The great chakra is called the Sri Chakra. There are many geometrical expressions of the divinities. We are aware of that. The great scholars, sadhakas, rishis have identified, experienced the divine energy with a form, though it has no form. The divine has no form, no name, nama rupa. There is no name or form. But they try to understand with a name and form in the form. But when you want to identify, understand, the human created the divine also in his form. All divinities are seen in his form. You see that? He created. Shakti is woman, so he created woman form. Shiva is male, he created male form. I always make this comment. People agree or not agree is different. The human is an intellect animal. When he got the concept of the divine, which he thought there's something which is responsible for all this. Otherwise, nothing would have happened. Even for small actions, there is something is needed. Yes, if I want to move something here, it doesn't move by itself. I have to move it. Is it not? There's some energy is required for any action. So much action is taking place in the universe. What all happening? Very well organized way it's happening. Perfectly for millions of years and continue to happen. How it can happen without something is controlling it? Not somebody. I use the word something. That something is called the divine. He immediately wanted to create the forum for it. The form also in his form. The human created God in his form. Always say, if the animals also has that concept, suppose dog thinks, I don't know, we don't know what the dog thinks about, or a cat thinks, a rat thinks, or the cow thinks. We don't know. We think they're not intellect like human being. If at all, they also become intellect. They understand. They also understand that there is something which is responsible for all these actions. They would have created also God in their form. Cow would have created in the form of cow. Dog would have created in the form of God. Dog, right? So we have created the God in our form. So the atheists, atheists, they talk. I agree with them sometimes. Not everything. God doesn't exist, but the man created it. True. True. God doesn't exist in this form. No doubt in it. So do you not agree with that? The statement of a atheist, a Nastikavada. We should accept it, What is wrong in his statement? His statement is God doesn't exist and it is created by human. Correct. God doesn't exist in that form and intellect human has created it. No doubt in it. I simply fully agree with that. Endorses the opinion of the Nastikas, Nastikavada. But there is Chaitanya, which is responsible for all the actions in the universe. That cannot be denied. But the form, then the human intellect has given its geometrical form, more subtler than the physical sculpture. No rupa, but the concept is expressed by drawing lines. And he thought the same energy, whatever that I'm drawing line, is felt here. That energy is felt, emanated, used. So they're called chakras. Though there is a supreme energy, supreme Chaitanya, responsible for all the activities of the universe today, today, yesterday, tomorrow, forever. There are many divinities at different levels in charge of different portfolios. And they were identified, they were drawn into geometrical expression. The geometrical expression of a particular energy is yantra. But they're only called yantra or chakra. Only Shri Chakra is called Shri Chakraraja. No other chakra we call Chakraraja. Only Shri Chakra is called Chakraraja. For our kind information, even Sudarshana is not called Chakraraja. Sudarshana Chakra. Durga Chakra is not called as Chakraraja. Only Shri Chakra with the 9 avarana, with the combination of triangles and petals, is called Chakraraja, the king of all chakras. That is the supreme Chaitanya, the supreme energy, which commands a very smallest activity in this universe. So, Sri Mata resides in that. That is the abode of Sri Mata, Sri Chakraraja Niketana. That is the literal meaning of it. But I must take this opportunity here to say, whatever the Chaitanya that is responsible for the universal activity, the same Chaitanya also is in every animal, every living being in the micro form. That's our understanding. That's our experience. Anda and Pinda and Brahmanda, macrocosm and microcosm. Then when an individual also is the microcosm of that macrocosm Chakraraja, how do we see that universe in? When I say the Shri is the universe, representing the universe, how do I say the individual also is universe? For that, a wonderful explanation available. Baindavam Brahmarandretu Tivratam cha Trikonagam Lalate Ashtarakam Chakram Bruhor Madhye Dasharakam Bahir Dasharakam Kantetu Manvastaram Hrudaye Bhavet Kukshautu Tripuram Nabhyam Ashtadalam Busham Tasyam Vitiya Valayam Swadishthetu Kalau Trikam Tasya Adhashtat Tritiyam Mooladhare Chatushram Vitiyam Bhuparam Janghe Trivyam Vamajangake Tripureshi Mahayantram Srishtirni Nyasa Vidikramaha. Mentioned very clearly, this Navavarana or this petals and triangles are represented by each body part. Baindavanam Brahmarandretu. On the top of the head spot or the fine hole is called Baindava. Three circles and trikona, three angles on the forehead. I'm talking. 8-petaled circle in the middle of eyebrows. 10-petaled circles or enclosures, outer enclosure of 10-petaled circle. In the neck area, the name Manmantram, Hrudaye, in the heart, they are situated. Being there happened in the stomach area called 3 cities. Now in the belly bottom area, 8-petaled, one angle or one aspect within that. The second enclosure in this Swadhisthana chakra called Kalautrikam. In that placed the third one, Mooladhara chakra. The 4-section square, the second one. The groin area, Janghe, Tritiyam, the third, the left thigh. Tripureshi Mahayantram, belonging to the Tripura, Devi Srimata is the great mechanical mission. Sushtinmaya, thus adopting thinking the creation into our body. Vidhi, step by step, properly, methodically. The 3 dimensions of chakra is called Meru. This is what the chakra is expressed into our body. How these petals and triangles are associated with our body parts. That's what we do nyasa when you do Navavarana Puja. We do nyasa. Exactly, we do that. That's why without nyasa, chakra puja is not permitted. The three-dimensional chakra is called Meru, and the Bindu on top as the first enclosure, Brahmarandra. The second enclosure surrounds the dot by a triangle called Tivritika. Third enclosure encircled by 8 triangles is Astaraka Chakra coming down to the forehead. The fourth enclosure called Antardasharakam is at the center of the eyebrows, encircled by 10 petal lotus. The fifth enclosure called Bahirdashara in the neck area with a similar 10 petal lotus. The sixth enclosure called Manvasra, located in the heart center, surrounded by the 14 petal circle. The seventh enclosure, Padmanabha Vrittam, encircled by 8 petal flower at the belly bottom area. The eighth enclosure, Swadhisthana Chakra, has 3 circles. Mooladhara, the ninth enclosure, has 4 entrances called Bhupara, Janga, the groin area, the left leg and the right leg. The body represents the Shi Chakra. This is now Srimata situated in the entire body. Meditating upon oneself, she shines throughout one's physical body. Eventually, one may not find a physical body as it is completely merged in Srimata. Shi Chakra is considered the highest auspicious wheel chakra, which is like the emperor of wheels, Chakraraja. This is called giant wheel, which connects the macrocosmic energy to microcosmic entity of our physical world and physical body too. The 9 leveled or stages of Meru and three-dimensional Shi Chakra form is our own mechanical mission through which she walks. Similarly, our bodies are Shi Chakra Rupa. The form of an auspicious wheel with 9 doorways, 9 orifices. Sri Mata lives in our hearts because she is Chakraraja Niketana. We are now aware that there are many solar systems in our galaxy. The clusters of stars form regulative systems, and the clusters are part of another huge system. This is the abode of Kimata. Dahara Kasha Rupini also we decided. We spoke sometime back. Dahara Kasha. Dahara is once again heart. Here is the same thing. Srimata lives in our heart because she is Chakraraja Niketana. If you realize that, her abode is our heart. Does it our behavior changes? It is not. Look, when you go to temple, we maintain a lot of austerities. We wash our hands, wash our legs, all that, Don't we do it? We do it. It is there are not immaterial. We do that. And when we do act on every day, keeping her in our heart, what we should do? Left to you. Food for thought. If you decide that she resides in our heart, if you know, when you go to temple and we come back after half an hour, being there for 10 minutes, we follow so much of austerities. We take bath. We don't go without bath. And we wash. We with lot of reverence, lot of devotion, and whatnot. We say, silence, please. There's puja going on. All that we do. And 24/7, 365, that divine is in our heart. How should we behave with her? the question mark, and no answers. So only what we can do is we can only pray her, Amma, give us, bless us, because you're sitting in our pure hearts. Make our hearts pure so that we can feel your presence. You are there, whether we know you or not. We realize or not, but bless us to realize you. Understand that you are in forever in our hearts. Give that knowledge to her. Make us experience you in our heart with that prayer. Chakraraja Niketana Namaha. With this today, we conclude our Jnana Yajna, and Mama Ishwari will render the Shanti Mantra. Ma.
Mangalam Devadevaya, Mangalam Rajarajaya, Mangalam Nadanadaya, Mangalam Kalakalaya, Mangalam Kartikeyaya, Mangalam Devasenaya, Mangalam Vallinadaya, Mangalam Guhanandaya, Mangalam Swaminataya.